Where do we begin? It's been so long. I feel like it's been multiple months. Inside the gym, outside the gym, in the world. Obviously a lot of personal things have gone on. God bless. Big Luke's left the world. So we know we're in a funny place. But what I want to say before we start anything is, regardless of where you're at, you have to keep your head afloat. So we're back. We've got a positive mindset, and we're just going to keep pushing forward. We're going to do what we do. Like I say, it's been about 8 weeks since I last saw you, probably, I would imagine. Maybe even longer, to be fair, Chris. But finally, we're able to be in a position again where we're back in the gym, training hard, and basically just continuing this whole process towards getting better and stronger. I've been fortunate enough to have the gym to myself pretty much for the last, well, however long, which has been great because it's allowed me to continue the job. Hopefully there's a promise coming soon of gyms being able to reopen. I do hope it is for you guys that aren't able to train. What I will say is I'm very, very inspired by a lot of you guys that have been training with your equipment at home, because I've seen some really awesome setups. I've seen some DIY skills. I've seen some serious stuff going on. Huge respect to any of you that have just done everything in your power to make sure you're getting it done. I really respect that. And coming from me, who's one of the fortunate guys who has gym access, you have absolute respect from me, because I know that I would have found it very difficult as well. So yeah, respect to that. Today we're back, we're going to train, we're going to do some back training today. Change of training. For the last 8 weeks or so I've been training in a particular fashion that was advised by my coach Patrick Tour. And we've kind of gone through a couple of training cycles, so training is now essentially a little bit different than it was at the beginning, because things change as we go. So we've got a couple of weeks of this style of training left, and then we're going to be changing over. In regards to what is happening this year, guys, shows and etc., we are really working hard alongside the UK division of the IFBB to try and see if we can get a show. Obviously when updates come I will let you know, but right now we are really fighting to try and get a show in pre-Olympia so that we can have some British beef over at the Olympia. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't know, but we'll keep, working our asses off and trying to make sure it does. So yeah, good to see you guys. Glad to have you back. This is the ball rolling essentially, because it's going to be more frequent now. And thank you for subbing to the channel, actually, to the guys during this kind of shutdown, because what I have noticed is people have still been subscribing, so I really appreciate that. And as a promise to you in return, I will repay you all with more content, so thank you. Just running through today's plan. We were talking about it and we realised, why are we not filming? So we were like, let's film. It's kind of like a deload training, because the volume of our training was really high for a few weeks, and what Patrick essentially has done now is pulled the frequency slightly down, not by making the workouts any less hard, but by meaning that you do less per workout, in the sense of normally we'd pair body parts. So right now we're just going to train back today, whereas beforehand we'd do like back and rear delts or something, but today obviously it's just going to be back. So we've got 5 exercises to do. We've got basically mostly straight sets, because we were doing a lot of high volume, high intensity, but now what we're doing is putting back, scaling to the straight sets, just so that we can focus on actually letting the calories that we're consuming at the minute do more, because obviously our output is a little bit less. So the objective really from Patrick was to increase calories, but he didn't want to actually do that by putting more food in. So what do? You kind of decrease the amount of activity you do, which doesn't mean you train any less hard. It just means that you can do a little bit less of what you do. So yeah, so we're gonna do 5 exercises. I think the first 3 are just 3 sets of. First 2 are like compounds. Yeah, compound exercises. Machine work. Yeah. So we got some free weight exercises to begin, and we'll do something machine where you focus a lot on the contractions. Then our last. We end on like a burner. So the last set kind of still mirrors what we were doing beforehand, where it's like kind of an extended set. Yeah. We did that yesterday when we did the. Yes, he calls it blood work, which basically means get bloody pumped. So yeah, just gonna have a little think now of what exercise we're gonna do exactly, and then we'll have our pre-workout. We got some RTDs today. We got some Total War RTDs. I bought a food bar for Chris. Do you like the food bars? You tried them?
Never tried them.
I knew you hadn't tried one, so I thought I'd bring one. So yeah, guys.
Do you know what's interesting that you should tell people? What?
no exercise is actually the same week on week.
Yeah, it's true.
We make use of everything that we have in the gym until we find what's best for us.
Yeah, we've been really, the instinct factor has been very important as well. Like there's guidelines to what you need to do, and there's certain movements that you have to do in terms of playing, but there's several bits of equipment that can do that, and you just got to find what one works best. So we've been really, really good. Feedback from each other has been great, so everything's been awesome. Guys, obviously if you do want to check out the Foo Bars, they're on the UK site, just letting you know, little plug. And yeah, all right, let's get a workout in place and get pre-workouts in. The strawberry mango total war, RTDs. I actually like the RTDs even more than the powder. I don't know why, same ingredients, but I just feel like it hits me more. I think it's just like because I'm posh and I like to drink out of the bottle. And then obviously for Chris, he's got the Foo Bar, which is our energy shots, which are pretty awesome. And when I was in Florida, like I say, me and Luke literally lived off these every day. We literally smashed these down, like it was addictive. So if you're someone that just wants some energy, but you're not training, this is really, really good. But if you're training and you want to lift some big weights, there's only one answer. Chris has just reminded me of where we were last time we were actually filming. So I was cutting. I was getting ready for, it was perhaps going to be Puerto Rico, or something around that time. I can't even, do you know what, it's that crazy now? I don't even remember when that was meant to be. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was like June 23rd.
And so we were cutting, and I got my body weight down to like the 270s. And to be fair, it probably would have been a shit show because same old me just cutting. You know, I was working with Chris. Nothing against Chris, I think he's great, but I needed an approach that would allow me to get some more muscle. And I suppose I was rushing again, just being myself. Always fucking rushing. It's funny because if you can look at Chris like this, man, yep, he should be my fucking advisor.
It's because I was looking at pictures of you and saying, mate, you're getting big again, because I haven't seen you for 2 months.
Yeah. So big is better.
Yeah.
For now. So we're getting big. So we were like 270. I remember being 277, and that was at the beginning of the point where I started working with Patrick. And then now I'm sitting at 295, first thing in the morning. So it's a bit of a change. And I haven't got super fat. Like, you know, come on, guys, I've been fatter than this. Let me highlight why I'm with Patrick as well before we start, because obviously people can be like, you know, I remember I got one post, coach hopper, yeah, because I'm hopping around to see what I like. You know, I'm tasting. I'm going out there and I'm like sampling dishes, man, and I value them all. And I think that if I didn't try that, then I wouldn't know it wasn't right. So it's just typically that. It's literally that I'm just trying to find my groove. Fortunately, once we got into lockdown, Chris, this is what actually happened. I don't know if you know. I knew we were going to be in lockdown for a while. I knew it. I knew we were going to be in it for months. So I said to Patrick, do you mind sorting out some training for me because I'm going to be on my own for a while? Because at the time Steve wasn't even like going to be training, I didn't even know. So I just wanted some training that would allow me to still be intense, still get my goals achieved and just work my ass off. I think I got about 6 weeks into the training. I just realised that I really like Patrick as a bloke. Messaged me pretty much every day, WhatsApp, saying, how are you doing, James, how's training? Always looking for some response, always just wanting to see if what he's done for me and what he's put in place is working. And the qualities of that stood out to me. And after a few weeks of contemplation, I just thought, you know, I'm going to ask this gentleman if he wouldn't mind just taking over because the shoe fits. We'll say this about coaches to any of you. Life is always about feeling good and confident in yourself and feeling happy with your surroundings and who you're around. And never undermine the importance of how a coach can make you feel, because they are a friend and they are someone to talk to. Especially in my case, not everyone may have the same relationship with their coach, but for me, it's another person in my circle. And when I feel confident and comfortable that I can talk to a coach about things even outside of bodybuilding, I consider myself lucky to have someone who isn't just a coach, it's another friend. And you can never have I don't think you can ever have too many friends if they're genuine, if they're good people. And Patrick is one really good person, and I really, really have a lot of respect for him. I know a lot of you have been asking, like, what does he do? How's he so good? Like, because you've seen some of his clients, they all look full and they all look round. I'll try and get him on at some point and we'll sort something out, because it wouldn't do him justice me explaining why he's good, because the man is so good that he needs to explain it himself.
So do you feel much more confident in
Absolutely.
your next outing?
I feel like I can win any show. I don't look at any bodybuilders out there now that are in the pro league like they're not out of reach. Maybe not right now. Maybe I can't, this now. But beforehand, I felt like I was approaching my limit. Like maybe I was coming to the end of my potential. Now I don't feel anything like that. Now I feel like, watch out, because the Arnold Classic is going to get won. Like I'm going to come and win that. And it depends when. It's just when. I believe it's when. He's installed faith in me. And I can't wait to show you guys what can be done. Not just because I have reasons to, for ego purposes, it's because I want you to believe that even when you don't believe you can change or get better, small adjustments and things that could seem trivial, that make you feel more confident in yourself and make you feel happier, could be the change. And that sometimes comes down to a simple thing like finding a coach that you really can relate to. So just be warned. Any of my fellow competitors out there, just be warned, yeah? I ain't going easy on you. Love you all, but there will be some asses getting kicked. Promise. Can't be too kind. Shout out to the guys at Tough Reps. That's something that's happened very recently. They've allowed me to be part of the team. Very good gym accessories. Actually got these as well. These are like the heavy duty ones. So if you are looking for some good gym accessories, guys, honestly, I wouldn't say it if they were crap. They're really, really awesome. And I'm gonna do one more shameless plug. Gym pin extenders. So guys, I would say this is only for the people that know how to look after equipment and aren't arseholes, because a lot of people don't look after equipment. But if you are sensible, this is a very good piece of equipment to have. You've probably seen these on Jordan's videos, for the abductor machine, stuff like that. It's pretty self-explanatory. Goes in the stack. Put the plates on the fat end. Brilliant piece of kit. Thank you for Ben for sending that over. Hopefully use that today actually when we do the seated row, because we're going to do lower reps. Yeah. So I might be able to use that on like the stack. I want to tug some weight. We'll see. I haven't done this in a long, long time. We're going to do 3 sets of 6 to 10.
Yes. Come on. Here we go. 1. Yes. 2. 3. Easy. 4. 5. Come on. 6. Keep going. 7. 8. Big set.
Oh.
Didn't even stop at 6.
Shit, boy. Oh. Go on.
Yes. Come on. Big. 6. Come on. 7. Squeeze it up. Big again.
We get the calculator. Yeah. And we do 220 times 8, 1,760 kilograms, times 3, 5,280 kilograms just got shifted in a matter of minutes. And that's how you get muscle. Prone dumbbell row, dual dumbbell. So we're going to lay on the bench, chest down, row some dumbbells to try and target the upper back, get a lot of scapular retraction. So this is what we normally do the horrible set on, with the 45-second rest, 30-second rest. It's really extended, so normally what we have to do is have that little box in front to place the dumbbells on between sets. But luckily today, because it's straight sets, we can do the set and just drop the motherfuckers, which is really nice to know actually. So obviously my grunt aminos from Redcon, but it's coconut water as well for hydration. So if you have trouble with hydration and you feel like crampy maybe when you're training, get some of the coconut water in. Works wonders.
Free, no promise.
low cable row. Try and get a bit of weight on this. Because I can do the stack, and I've been able to do the stack since I've been about 15. You know what I'm saying, Steve? I've been using this for a long time, this stack. So I need to be sensible, because obviously what I want to tell you about the gym pin is that don't use it on machines that the cable will not be able to hold the additional weight. Lift the weight, don't slam it, because you shouldn't slam when you've got additional weight on there. Basically just respect. You got to do everything you should normally do with equipment. Respect that shit, and if you don't even bother using a gym pin. I just wanted to explain the form on this. It's quite lent back. That's because we're trying to hit upper back. If I wanted more lats, I would keep my body more upright and I would drive low. But I'm actually purposely making us pull like this, because I'm actually trying to hit our upper back more than our lower back.
3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 7, 8, come on, 9, 10.
This is our pull down variation today. This is great because you can drive it right into the pocket, get a lot lower that. So it's a unilateral single arm pull down cable. We're going to do 4 sets of 8 to 12 straight sets, and then after that finish off with something for the lower back. It's being here at my home gym, confidence, progression, familiarity, feeling confident under the weight to be able to move it with aggression and not have any risk. Obviously I was training in Muscle Works, which is a great gym, but it's not my home. I'm not as familiar. Confidence shows in your training, and here I feel really confident. And obviously the second thing is training with Luke. I was trying to learn at the time and take away what I could, and I learned a lot. And some of them principles will stick forever, some won't. And I suppose when it comes to like rep speed, I feel better in this current kind of tempo. One thing I used to moan to Luke about was being slow. Like, we'd be in the gym for a long time. And I'm not quick. I'm not quick, am I? I'm not quick. But bless him, phenomenal, because he could, I don't know how you fit all these meals in. Like, how the hell do you fit all your meals in when you're in the gym for that long? I reckon he got away with eating probably 4 meals a day. But yeah, to answer the question, I think just being here and the aura that I find I experience in here makes me so comfortable and enjoy it, that you can see when someone enjoys the sport they do. I want to say something else actually. This is another thing. I want to use my channel sometimes to big up some friends that are doing well in life. My friend Rudy, who's a member down here at King's, he's just opened his own business.
Well, yes, it's sick.
What is it, a BAP?
It's food.
Yeah, BAP Master or something?
Yeah.
Where is he? Do you know where it is?
I'm not sure where it is, but it's really good.
Listen,
it's really good.
This guy's a very good friend of mine, and he ain't had an easy life. He hasn't walked the straight path the whole time. He's got a legitimate business on the go, and he makes like BAPs, like breakfast BAPs. And from the looks of it, he's doing really well already. So I just want to say massive respect to him and big love, because he's been there throughout a lot of my crap. He's had some dramas.
As well. He's up early.
Mate, he's up early.
He's up in the AM as well.
You know the thing with Rudy, what I want to say about him as well is when my mum passed,
Yeah.
you know, he was one of the first people to come and have a proper chat with me. We were doing like cardio together. I remember doing a half hour on the treadmill. And we just spoke, because Rudy's had some personal losses himself, and it was really, really nice. And let me say something else as well. Like Rudy and I come from 2 different walks of life, yeah? Like absolutely 2 different walks of life. So I just want people to know, like, you know, in everything going on in the world right now, I just want like friendships like that to be highlighted. And I didn't even bring this up because of that. It's just come to that because I'm just realizing that we're so different. But good people to good people, and that's just all I want to say. So,
Exactly.
big love.
Isolation blood work exercise, right? First set, 8 to 12 reps.
Yeah,
Take
a minute rest.
minute rest, 60 seconds.
Yeah.
After the minute, 8 to 12 reps again.
Yeah. Same way initially, isn't it?
Same weight, 45-second rest. Then switch it up, we do max reps,
Cool.
30-second rest.
Yeah.
Max reps again, 15 seconds. We do max reps again,
Yeah.
5-second rest.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna do 1 set of partial reps.
And then
end it with an ISO hold.
So it's a
No
big
rest
hold.
in between
It's a
that.
bit nasty. This is more like this is more in tune with what we were doing prior to this.
Yeah.
So we're gonna like, boom, boom, we'll jump on between. So like, when we both have a minute rest, I'll have a minute because I'll jump in straight after him, do my work. Then by the time he comes back around and he's finished, then it's time for me to go again.
This is 6 sets in one go,
Pretty much.
with an ISO hold at the
Yeah,
end.
it's pretty great. It's pretty rank.
Nice, just, 8 to 12. Come on, big guy, make it count. It's the last set of the day.
Oh yeah.
15 seconds rest. Come on. Last pull for the day. Right here. 5, 4. Squeeze it out. Come on. Come on. Right, stay there. It says reduce. Hold that weight. Fight. Fight the weight.
Yep.
Done.
Capiche? We'll see what happens in a few months. Fuck knows what's going on with shows. Job done. Job's a good one. That was a really good session. I feel really awesome actually after that. You feeling good?
I'm fucked.
But just quickly before we go, doesn't it feel nice to actually strip the training back a bit?
Absolutely feels amazing
So
right now.
I'm feeling like I've got an opportunity now to recharge. And I think a recharged shed is a dangerous thing for people outside.
The shed.
So I'm just going to say it now, like any of my competition, if I can recharge, you're in trouble. It's going to get serious. But yeah, really good session. Love it. Like I say, guys, we're pushing for a show at the end of the year if possible. And if that's the case, I've said it before, maybe I haven't delivered before, but it didn't stop me running and it didn't stop me pushing. And the time will come when I get what I fucking work for. And I'm still working, and I have been since fucking day one. So let's see what happens. 2020, coming for you, baby.